All right, this is our second video. Our first video was on output. This one is on input. So last time we opened up, we let our operating system, our IDE, our program, open up a file and save it to the folder that I asked you to make, the CIS 114 folder, in the suggested location I suggested, as close to your C drive as possible. Makes your path shorter. All right, this time we're going to input from a file, so we have to have a file to input from. And I want this to be a different, so I'm going to make this numbers. All right, the way to make a file is to go to your notepad. Comes along with the operating system of your computer. All right, and then let's just make a random list of numbers. Make it over 10. All right, I'm just going to write a bunch of numbers down. Give the list a little length and don't count. The reason I'm saying it is this program reads to the end of the file, and I want to show you the logic of it. So there's over 10, maybe there's 12 there, 11, 12. All right, I want to hit File, Save As. Let's call this numbers list. And you don't have to put the extension .txt with it because it says save as type. So in your program, inside the folder, this will save it as numbers list.txt. So we'll hit save. All right, this list of numbers is saved to a .txt file. That can also be a .dat file. Pretty much the extensions, whatever you want to put on it. A lot of people in programming use .dat files for data, which is what this is, and text for, written things. All right, here's our program. Just like on the output, we need the exact same preprocessor directive. We need fstream. Okay, that's file streams. That works for input, output, appending, combinations of those. You'll always need the fstream if you're dealing with files. In our previous program, we declared an output file. All right, the output file was ofstream. Remember, I told you that this is sort of like, saying an integer. This ifstream is like saying an integer, an int, a char, a string. So I'm declaring an ifstream, and I'm assigning it the value. I'm calling it input file. I'll also need an integer to work with for this. So that's the only two things I need. All right, input file dot open. Notice how close that is to the output file. But we open the file the same way, in parentheses and double quotation marks. The path is C//CIS114. And there's my name. I just named this file numberslist.txt. This is case sensitive, so you have to get this right. If you've got it misspelled, your program won't open up. Matter of fact, this program, this whole address has to be just perfect for this to work. All right, numbers list is open now, and here's how you handle the input from the file. While input file and number. What it's going to do is, this means it's going to take each number one at a time to the end of the file, and then it's going to output it to our screen. So it's going to read it from the file and output it to our screen. And this while loop makes it do it till completion. it would keep reading till the very end. It reads to the very end of the file. So those 11, 12 numbers I just typed in should pop up here in a second. And after that, after I've read it in, and each time I read it in and I've assigned it to the value, each number to this integer number up here, right? So I read in the first number and I input it as that number, then I output it to the screen. And I just keep doing that over and over again. All right. Then I close the file. Always close the file. You've got an open and a close each time you do this. All right, now I'm going to run the program. All right, there's the numbers there in order, just the way I entered them into the numbers list.txt. If something had went wrong, this would all be blank. All you'd see is black, and it would go down to that CIS 114 prompt at the very bottom. All right, so the output file did open, all right, and I copied it to the monitor. All right, you all will need to type both of these programs in to your computer, and the text files will be submitted on Canvas too. So you're going to submit 4 files on Canvas: the input and the output.cpp, and you're going to do both .txt files. All right, that'll be the expectation. I'll have this posted on Canvas before the day's out. All right. Like I said, I'll be around here. I'm just hanging out at a hotel today. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to contact me. No class Tuesday night, like I've said many times. All this work will be done by Wednesday, 5 o'clock. Needs to be done by then. There's no lates for this, guys. If you do it, you do it. You don't, you don't. Easy grade. I mean, it's not like it takes any thinking. You just have to mimic what you've seen here on the screen for the video. All right. Guys, you have a good weekend, a good week, and I will see you, I guess, let's see, is that election day? Yeah, I will see you all on election night.